Alright, we're out here in Virginia's opening morning.
We made it.
There's a lot of people here already. Luckily the last truck listened to us and those two guys drove away, so if you guys are the ones that happen to watch this video, thank you very much for that. But there's already 3 other trucks that drove in after us. They went down to a different spot. First guy was nice, stopped and talked to him. And we kind of came up with a game plan between the 2 of us. And that would have worked just fine had it just been the 3 of us. And then 2 more people came in. So it's going to get a little bit crowded here because this is not that big of a chunk. But
it's going to get weird.
Well, by the way, you can't see him, but Jacob's standing right there.
Howdy. Let's quit talking and go find us a turkey.
But he is way off and pretty soon he's on private. But we might be able to get close to him on public, so. So I did a terrible job this morning of keeping you guys informed as to what was going on. The reason being, nothing was going on. So Jacob and I hunted until quitting time. Didn't see anything. Never really got on birds. We heard 2 birds, but that was about it. So Jacob went back home to Delaware, and I came down here to our family's property in Virginia to hunt. And if you guys will go back and watch my deer video, from last year. I'll post the link above here in a second. But if you guys go back and watch that video, you know how much this property means to me. And this might be one of the last times that I get to hunt here. So, very special property. But I'm going to do some afternoon scouting tonight to see if we can't put a bird to bed. Morning, guys. Yesterday was our first day over here. And scouted last night. Put a couple birds to roost. I heard them fly up, but I don't know what they are. So we're going in this morning. I'm running much later than I'd wanted to, so we're going to keep this short, but want to get right up underneath them as close as I can in the dark and see what happens from there. Because like I said, I don't know what these things are. I don't know whether they're hens or gobblers, but they're definitely turkeys, so we're going to go off that, pray that one of the 2 is a gobbler or a longbeard, and that they gobble this morning, and I don't spook them on the way in, so that's the plan. Well, that didn't work. It was just a couple of hens. And I heard a gobbler way off. And We are in pursuit. Well, we're back here at the truck. Quitting time, no dice. Even though this is private land, man, these birds are, there's not very many of them anymore. There used to be. But, they're tough little boogers, man. Good morning, guys. So, this morning, because we're hunting my family's farm, I'm being lazy. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm sure you probably can, but it's raining pretty good right now. And there is severe thunderstorms in the area, as well as a tornado watch. So, and it's gobble time right now. So what I'm doing is I'm sitting in my truck. There's a road right here in a field, well, a pasture. And I noticed while scouting the last couple days that there was a lot of deep tracks in this road. And because we're in Virginia, it's got red clay. So for a turkey to leave deep turkey tracks means that they walked down that road when it was raining. So what I'm doing is I'm sitting here on the side of the road, and I'm just going to kind of watch this road this morning and see if anything steps out into the road. If it does, the trees are right there. I'm just going to hop over to the passenger seat, get out, sneak down to wherever the birds are, maybe get a shot. That's the plan. We'll see how long my patience lasts for sitting still. Either that or see how long it takes me to fall asleep. But so here's what we're dealing with. I'm sure y'all can hear it. Outside this truck I can see maybe 20 yards. It is pouring so hard. Alright, so here's the situation. I'm sitting in my truck and I dozed off, I look up and there's 3 gobblers running across this pasture. And then I look up and then there's a hen a little bit later. The gobblers went one direction, she kind of went another direction. I'm gonna go check on her here in a second. But I snuck out the passenger side of my truck, right up against these woods back here. I'm gonna try and slip down and get in front of where I saw those gobblers going. It looked like they were pretty active. They were chasing each other around, so that's the plan. Alright guys, so as I was slipping up to that pasture, I was actually on my way back and I heard I look out in that pasture and a turkey's taking off, and I didn't get a good look at it, but it sounded big, looked like a longbeard. It looked like a big bird. We circled around, and now we're on the back side of that field, or that pasture. And it's been about an hour. And we're going to slip in here to the woods, sit down, just call real quiet. Nothing's been gobbling, but they seem active. So I'm going to try and get up to where I can see the back corner of this pasture, sit down and just call for an hour or so and see what happens. well, that's going to do it for here. This is on the back side of that pasture where I'd flushed that bird out of, so I was hoping he'd be around, but obviously not. Well, that's it for today. This is day 3 here, and I have not gotten on a bird yet. Looks like my luck ran out. The goal for this afternoon is to go find me a new 4-leaf clover. Morning, guys. Another beautiful, beautiful morning. It is dead calm. Hopefully it's so dead calm I'm going to put a turkey dead today. Man, I have not been having good luck down here at all. I have heard one bird gobble maybe 5 times, and he was way, way off. So hopefully this morning I'll at least be able to hear a couple, or one close enough to go play with. So, alright, well, we're going to start walking in. Alright, I heard one gobble. Now we just got to get over there and be quiet. Well, that didn't work, and today was the last day that I was going to be here, so oh well, but at least I finally got on some birds. Made me feel a little bit better. Still a lot of season left, and hopefully we'll find some birds out west. That cabin back there has been a place of a lot of good memories. Just really hoping to get one more bird. But when you're chasing the 49, sometimes you just gotta roll. Especially if it's a state that you've already hit. We've been hunting here for the last couple days. Yesterday was some not such good weather. This morning though was, man, you could not ask for a better turkey morning. It was perfectly clear. Cool, and just was a goblin kind of morning. I got on birds, but just couldn't make it happen. Obviously, Dad, you did. What happened with that bird?
Well, I didn't. It didn't work as like I planned. I roosted a bird last night, got it gobbled one time, and I had a pretty good line on it. And sure enough, I went in this morning and got set up, and he gobbled within a minute of when I sat down. It was still dark, but I could see him in the tree, and he gobbled in the tree great. And when he flew down in range, but I couldn't shoot because it was too thick. next thing I know, he's 100, 150 yards away, gobbled one time, and gone. And that's what he's done before. So, you know, I'm going to have to go back after him another day. So then I went prospecting around, and I was walking in, and I hear a bird gobble at some kind of plane or some kind of noise. And so I get off the road, and there's an old home place there with some outbuildings, and it's kind of an old yard grown up. And so he was somewhere in that yard, I guess. And so I get back in this thick spot near Old Tobacco Barn, sit down, call, he doesn't answer, call, he doesn't answer, get out a glass, call, he gobbles back, and I have a better idea of where he is now. Still isn't coming. I can kind of look across this field between me and him, and he's not coming. So I stand up, and I move up about 10 yards, and I just want a better field of view. So I'm standing there, and the next time he gobbles, he is really close. He's like 20 something yards away from me, and I still can't see him. I got 2 cedar trees between me and him, and he's right behind those cedar trees. I finally see a little speck of color, and I get the gun up on the left side of the tree, and I'm sitting there holding it, and I can look through my right eye on the right side of the tree, and I can see him. I could have shot him if I put the gun on that side. But anyway, I sit there and wait, and he finally comes to my left, go to pull the trigger, and had forgotten to knock the safety off, so there's pretty good flinch. And then shoot him. He got a little nervous and started walking off, and I popped him and got him. But that was a hard-hunted bird. I've put a lot of miles on for every bird I've gotten this year. It hadn't been easy.
No, you've not had not an easy season.
No.
That's for sure.
I think it's going to be easy from here on out.
I hope so for you. I hope so. I hope this is not a precursor to the rest of my season, because I was really enjoying the way that it had been going.
You've been doing good.
Yeah.
As good as you could expect.
Absolutely. So, well, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to hit the road, and next time you guys see from me, we'll be in somewhere different.